Turning our attention now to the crisis at our southern border. Border correspondent Jaeson Jones is embedded with Texas DPS this week as they use the latest drone technology to detect smugglers and illegal migrants at one of the busiest crossings along the Rio Grande. Jaeson, what are you seeing out there?
Well, good afternoon. You know, it has been extremely busy already just on our first flight out this morning. And take a look at some of what we saw here as we've been embedded with the men and women of the Texas Department of Public Safety's Elite Aircraft Division.
All right, so we just located this group of four. They were in distress, and they had called 911, and they had lost signal with them, and based off a cell phone ping. We searched the area and was able to locate them. Looks like we got 4 male UDAs.
Here, how far from the border are we right now?
Right now, 25 miles inland.
And it was 96 degrees yesterday, and I think it's going to be the same, so they've just had it at this point. It's just too much.
They're ready to go. They've been walking for days and just ready to call it quits.
Yeah, that was Lieutenant Lee Tarter and Lieutenant Rob Dorman who was talking there. And let me tell you, that was just this morning. Those 4 people were 23 miles from the river. And in every direction we looked, there was nothing around. So that, I mean, in temperatures down here that today is going to be at about 96 degrees, these are rescues, and they're conducting these back to back. So when we talk about illegal immigration coming into this country, there are so many other layers that when you're down here, you really get to see how it's impacting people. And you know, those are ranches. So when you're down there, another thing that you realize as you're flying into these locations is you're going across one ranch after another where we're encountering all these people. But again, I want to give the men and women of DPS a lot of credit here because that's a rescue. Yesterday, another one that they conducted as a 911 call came in, a woman who had been abandoned by smugglers was also rescued. The day before that, just flying routine, what they call saturation patrols along the river, found another group who were just flagging them down because the heat and the environment is just too extreme. But we're going to be embedded all week to show you as they conduct Operation Lone Star, a $1.8 billion operation, trying to really illuminate the crimes against the state that they're dealing with. And I just want to say one thing. The reason we're in Del Rio is because the apprehension numbers are higher in this sector than in any other sector along the southwest border. And let me give you some numbers here. From May 1st to May 21st, just in a 21-day period, in the Del Rio sector, CBP has apprehended 31,882 people. Not only that, they know that they had 10,116 gotaways, and they've located 14 dead. So, you know, there are so many other layers to what is happening down here, never mind deadly fentanyl, methamphetamine, and other drugs making their way into the country. Back to you.
Yeah, Jaeson, a couple questions for you. I mean, you know, I like how you're describing these. It's very interesting. You're describing these more as rescue missions. This is not where you're tracking people down to arrest them for coming over the border. It has turned into something very, very different with the United States, with the team that you're embedded with, actually saving some of those illegal migrants.
It's a great point because the heat is now hit down here. I mean, it's deadly. I mean, when you walk out into this heat for just a little while, you can't stay out. I can't imagine walking for days on end and then being abandoned by the smugglers, as they were telling us what happened yesterday to that female who's abandoned out here in the middle of nowhere. Some of these flights that we're taking, this area is so vast. You know, Texas is a big state. And when we depart from this hangar, the very first thing you'll notice is you hear CBP agents on the ground requesting support when they hear that that helicopter's in the air. Second, your flight time to some of these locations is 30 minutes. So like this morning, when we apprehended 7 individuals, we had to go to the closest town just to refuel and then just to be able to fly back to rescue the 4 that you just saw. But we'll be showing you what's happening down here all week long.
You know, and Title 42, of course, extended, was not removed, but we're still seeing this constant influx of people over the border. And as you pointed out, it's not just people who are brought with smugglers and who need rescuing, but of course, that very dangerous drug trafficking that has become such a huge problem.
You know, it absolutely is. And, you know, when we talk about what's happening down here, look at the numbers. You know, we've been talking about Title 42 for a long time. And as you guys heard me say, whether Title 42 ends or whether it didn't, the perception had gone out to the world that if you want to come to the United States, now's the time. And you could see that very clearly in the data from the last few months. I mean, record setting in March, 221,000 apprehensions in the month of March. In April, 234,000 apprehensions. You know, CBP has never seen this. And so the secondary and third impacts impacting us both at the southwest border with the smuggling and trafficking that we're showing you today on this hit, but never mind the fentanyl and methamphetamine that's making its way into the northern parts of the state as we're dealing with the worst overdose death crisis. And here's the thing, when you go from a from a national security model to a migrant care processing model and you've got no agents between the lines, that's where local and state are being overrun with the crimes that we're showing you. So it's just part of what's taking place down here, day in, day out, 24/7.
And now, Jason, when you are identifying and finding these migrants who have come over the border who now it seems more and more are in need of your help, who really need that rescue mission, what are their reactions? And then what happens once you do get to them?
So the group that we had this morning, give you a great example. We were trying to locate a CBP agent that was available. The closest agent took him over 35 minutes just to get into the area, and then we had to guide him via that helicopter into this area. When I tell you remote, I'm talking as far as the eye can see at 500 feet up. So this platform, this aerial tool is much more, it's a multi-layered tool that they will say is definitely protecting the folks on the ground. But who are we seeing? Let me talk about that for a second. The folks that are coming between the ports of entry are basically four groups. It's Mexican citizens, it's Guatemalans, it's Hondurans, and El Salvadorians. Now the question you have to ask is why those countries of origin? The reason is because DHS, those are the only four countries, I want to say this again, the only four countries that the Department of Homeland Security is mandating that are deported. Everyone else is allowed to stay here under a notice to appear or a humanitarian parole. And that's the push-pull factors of what's driving people to this country right now.
Well, all right, Jaeson Jones, so many more questions, but unfortunately we're out of time, so we'll get to it. But thanks so much for sharing your story and be safe this week.